get it all day. Slow it down, let me get a replay. The way you just put it on me, on me. Run it back, run it back, run it back for me. Whoa. I wanna put you on my team. Run it back for me. Whoa.
Hey y'all, it's your girl NueNew the Hair Diva, and I am back with my third and final video in this same outfit. Y'all, please forgive me for the last video and all the bloopers. It is like 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. Baby girl is home from college and I wanted to talk with her for a little while. But while I still had this makeup on, I pinned my hair up so it'll look a little bit different. And I want to get this last video done. So if there's any bloopers, please forgive me ahead of time. As you see in the title, this is another buy it to try it throwback makeup video. And we are going to be talking about Ben Nye Powders. I haven't seen these powders on the YT in a long time. Nobody talks about them, nobody uses them, nobody shows what to do with them, why, nothing. And I don't know why, because they still are great powders. Packaging, maybe not so much, but the powders are lovely. I have a video that I made December 28, 2013, still posted on my YouTube channel. That was 5 years ago. I am showing all of the colors that I had back then. And I am down to just 2 right now. Me, baby girl, we have gone through them. Some of them I've passed along to others because the shades wasn't right. But I still like these powders. Alright, let's get started with the information on them. The colors that I used to have was Topaz. I believe I had that here. Topaz. Sienna. A darker color, Chestnut. I am going to repurchase that. The Banana. And Pretty Pink. Pretty Pink was a all pink powder that I really thought I could use as a translucent powder on my skin tone. It didn't work, so I had to give that away. I am not Kim Kardashian, nor will I ever be or look like her, so I gave away the banana powder. Back then, Chestnut was quite dark, and for myself, I didn't really know how to use them, but now that I mix colors into my loose powders, I'm going to get that again to help me out. So I will be getting Chestnut. Alright, packaging. They come in hard plastic. I was about to say hard packaging. They come in hard plastic with a black top, as you can see. They also have a sifter in them, and I'll hold it like that so you can see. You do have a sifter. Not all of these come packaged like this because there are several sizes. The sizes that they have is 0.9 ounces, 0.9 ounces, 1.5 ounce, which is this that I have here, 3 ounces, and 8 ounces. So you can get a lot in these packagings. I normally have the 1.5 ounces or 40 grams. The product types are translucent powders, which I believe that's what these are, the translucent powders. And they have luxury powders. The luxury powders are more finely milled, but they don't come in a vast array of shades as the translucent powder do. 13 shades total translucent as of today in this year of 2018. And you can get 50 to 125 applications per container of the 1.5 ounce. finely milled and can be smoothing and lightly enhancing the skin. That's what made me like them. Also, because I was new getting into loose powders, I wanted to be able to have colors that I could mix if I bought a white translucent powder and it didn't show up translucent. I should say it like that. Okay, where can you get these powders if it's something that you are looking into? You can get them from Makeup Mania, Camera Ready Cosmetics, Amazon, eBay, and there are a few other places that you can get them from. You can always put Ben Nye Powders, Google it, and a list will come up of where you can purchase them. The average price of these powders start at $4.99 for the smallest size, and you can go up to about $23 for the 8 ounce. If you get an 8 ounce, you won't need another powder for at least 2.5 years. I promise you, you won't need another powder. What I like about these powders, okay, you can get a lot of product for a low price. I really like that. You can customize your shade tones by mixing the powder. So if you like the banana powder look but it's too bright, you can always go down to maybe Topaz if you're my skin tone, or Chestnut. And if it's still not quite what you're looking for, you can definitely mix these two. As you can see, one is more yellow toned, one is more golden brown. They mix well with other powders. I use these with my Laura Mercier powder. So I like to mix these colors in there and use them for under the eye and going over my concealer. I really like that effect. And I get the benefits of both products. Alright, they are lightly mattifying. So if you do decide to use these, you will still need to use a mattifying primer, but these are theater makeup. So it's made to be seen from afar and give you as full coverage as you can possibly get, but it's not all the way mattifying. So definitely, if you try these out, still use your mattifying primer if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin, then I don't know if this is something you might want to use, because even though I have dry skin, I use a oil on my face to keep my face from being dry, and then I still use these powders because I just like the look of them. What I don't like about them, even with a sifter inside, you have to put this in something else, in a bowl and some other type of packaging with a larger sifter. The lid to these are still so small that you cannot get your powder brush in here. So even though you get a lot of product, it's hard to get to the product. So that's something that I don't like. These are quite old, but I still use them, and because I use them as mixing powders for all my other powders that I get, I'm not going through them as fast as I would. However, out of all of these, I still would keep these, and I would add a darker color of chestnut to it just to give me more ways of mixing. And I don't know why I like to mix my powders, but it's just something that I like to do. Now, I have been wondering why I don't see people talk about these. The Ben Nye Powders was a powder that everyone, from the fairest skin tone to the darkest skin tone, that knew about them was using them. And then as other products came out that were just regular translucent, that is all that I heard about. So it made me not think about using these. Once I fell in love with Laura Mercier before she came out with the dark powder. These are what I was mixing in the regular translucent to create the shade that I wanted. And I guess I'm just high maintenance like that, so I'm gonna continue doing that. If you have Ben Nye Powders, please let me know. Let me know if you're still using them, if you use them to mix with other powders, if you had them and you decided they didn't work out for you, so you gave them away, you threw them away, they were too old for you to keep in your collection. Let me know. I would truly love to hear your feedback on these powders if you are using them. Please be sure to check out in the iCards my previous video. I would truly appreciate that. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about these Ben Nye Translucent Powders. To all be blessed, wear your makeup, save your money, and NueNew will see you in a few days. Maybe in January, because I'm spending time with baby girl, in the next video.
Girl, you can get it all day. Slow it down, let me get a replay. The way you just put it on